It was not a great start, even though he finished 40 more years in wonderful, wonderful shape, as you can tell by the pictures, and the paddling and the nursing and all the really wonderful things he's done. I think of the world and people talk in sound bites and they do text messaging, and I think of Pat, and I think of a really long novel. I mean, everything just kept going and going, very thorough, a very complete guy, all the intensity, all the things that the folks here have already said. And I really do appreciate what a wonderful testimony to my youngest brother. I hate talking about kayaking because I don't like being beaten by brothers, much less the youngest. The other thing I'd like to thank everybody and also Mom and Dad. That this is a tremendous testimony to you too. Thank you for 11 wonderful kids and a wonderful life. And sometimes life is just not fair. We're all going to use what was said earlier here, I think, and keep his drive in our own lives, and hopefully, Nancy, you and the kids, it's really a wonderful thing compared to listening to the news. So just keep that in mind. It was just really a tough thing to do, the kinds of things he's done in such a short period of time. Thanks.
Hello, my name's Guy Gilman, and my wife and I have paddled with Pat over the years, and paddling boats just for practice on Eagle Lake, and time trials that him and Nancy set up at IUSB. And it's just like Ted said, everything he did was with an intensity. I'm a pretty fast paddler, but if I was keeping up with him, he was going slow. We really got to know, we knew Pat, but didn't know him all that well until we went to the marathon team trials in Massachusetts this year, and Pat rode along with us. And we had time to talk. And just Pat, he was constantly on the phone with Nancy or Laura or Danny or Joey or Tommy, but it's just showed you the other intensity Ted talked about, his family. And we were really looking forward. He cut into us, dragging us into his life, just like was said earlier by other people. And he is sorely missed and will be. And anything we can do.
I'm Steve Peterson. I'm one of Pat's paddling friends. As exemplified by my shirt, I had to wear this today, probably, just to let everybody remember what Pat has meant to the community of Michigan, as well as the paddling community. We paddlers are an odd bunch, if you haven't figured that out yet. We get up at 5 a.m., or dark 30, as I call it, in the morning, to go out and train together. And I spent many a day on the river chasing Pat and Matt Mearsman, Matt Strive upstream, and lots of fond memories of that. One particular memory, we were paddling out of Darden Road, and we were going upstream at February morning. Water was probably 33 degrees, there was probably 23 degrees. They were flying upstream, and I was chasing them. They went left around the stick, and I thought, well, it's probably shorter to go right, so I went right around the stick. Well, I didn't see the other log sticking out that hit me right in the chest and sucked me right out of the boat. And I went swimming and climbed back in the boat. Pat was all worried, and I said, I'm okay. I got going again, and he says, so why'd you go right? I thought it'd be quicker. And he says, no, we went left for a reason. Well, Now you tell me. Thank you. But Pat was always there for everyone. He was always the coach, always the mentor, always the trainer. And good enough was never good enough for him. He was always wanting to go further. There was a race in Mishawaka at IUSB that the Gilmans put on. Pat and I did it in a K2, and a K2, for those of you who are non-paddlers, is a two-person kayak. The K2 we were in was a very, very narrow, very tippy, very skinny racing boat. We trained in it a few times, and we were pretty good in it. The K2 is often termed the divorce boat in the paddling world, because you're either in perfect harmony, communicating well, working together, absolute perfect timing, and having a blast, or you're totally miserable. There's nothing in between. Kind of like there is in a marriage. You're either perfect communication, perfect timing, total harmony, wonderful skills with forgiveness, and having a blast in your marriage, which I know Pat and Nancy do. But we were in the K2, we took off upstream and walked away from everybody. We left all the other boats behind us, and we had to go upstream about 4 miles and turn around Cam's Island, behind the Cam's Island Brewery in town. Turn around the island, and we started back downstream, and Pat says, well, we're way ahead of everybody. Let's make another lap around the island. Okay, why not? Made another lap around the island. Started back downstream. We saw a few other boats that got ahead of us, and they were starting downstream already, and he says, well, we're going to catch them way too easily. Let's make a third lap around the island. Okay. Third lap around the island. We come back downstream, and we're chasing a couple of boats. I think it was Canoes and some other people were in some two-man kayak or canoes, and they were just ahead of us, and we're coming up on the finish line, and he's yelling at them the whole time, we're going to get you. We're going to get you. We're going to get you. And that's just what I keep remembering. Nothing was, okay was not good enough. He always wanted more, always wanted better, and always pushed everyone around him to be better. And that's what I ask all of you to continue to do in your life. Thank you.
I'm sure we can keep doing this well into the night, but if there's perhaps one or two more people that want to share, maybe we could do that, and then kind of put a close on this part of things. Is there anybody that's sort of waiting to pop out of their chair? Okay, so maybe one or two more here.
Hello, I'm Andy. I'm the middle child in the family of Sawyers. And just to real briefly, one of the things that I just wanted to mention, you've got family of blood, you got bloodline, you got Sawyers, you got Fink. And what I've noticed both in the website, which thank you Nancy for, that was awesome. The website is that, and then through this, is that there's family of the heart. And the outpouring of emotion, stories, love that has come through with this tragedy has just been amazing. It's reconnection for my brothers and my sisters and I in terms of our family. It's been amazing. And what a terrible way to have to come together in realization, but the beautiful side is the influence and the touching that Patrick had on so many people. It's just been awesome. And I wanted to thank you guys for that. Family of the heart. Thank you.
Okay, well, on behalf of Nancy and all the kids, thank you all for being here today. Thank you very, very much. Sorry, we don't mean to cut it off, but if there's more that you want to share, I'm sure there'll be opportunity